Good morning. It's day 40 in the motor. Yep, and there's Finley. As soon as I get going. Oh, and I forgot to shut the radio down. Okay. Yes, Finley knows I'm talking to somebody. So yeah, good morning. I am checking in on the morning at day 40 living in the coach, and it's raining again. A lot of rain going on, but we're making it work. We're making it work. So I wanted to check in because I've got to do the dishes, and I don't like doing the dishes alone. Things are just easier, when someone's tagging along. So I thought I would take a minute to check in. I look at, and I think of specific people, like if I would FaceTime you or call you and stuff. Um, so, uh, we're about up to 50 subscribers on YouTube. And what I could tell by what I was learning online is once I hit 50, I can go live with audio and video. And I plan to do that next week. I plan to move my lives over to the YouTube, and then post links here on Facebook to get you over to YouTube. That's what I think anyway, but I know how to do this. I know my Backstage Pass crew. Facebook has been my place since I started this whole initiative back in 2021. So anyway, one more subscriber on YouTube and we're going to go live over there. So I've been working on trying to get it all sorted out in my head, and how is the best way for me to effectively communicate my message of light and love. The best way for me to effectively do that over there, because I have so many ideas going on in my head. So I just kind of broke it down into different types of content based on the different versions of me, per se. For example, the RV content about the check-ins and anything that goes wrong, because right now something's not quite right with my bathroom water back here. I know that. So that content would be over under, it's the thumbnails and the brands and the lettering and the coloring and all that. And in my mind, the color coding definitely helps with a lot of things. That's how I do a lot of my work, which then is number 2, my work. In my sales and marketing history, oftentimes I have been called on to do sales training. I have been called on to give sales tips. I have presented different sales ideas. I've competed in sales idea competitions. I mean, it's not something new to me. So what I thought is there's going to be a section out there that when I get ready before I head out the door, I want to go live and do my focus sales tip of the day. So you're going to see that little thumbnail icon out on YouTube as well. And then, so that's Angie in the RV, Angie at work as the logistics coordinator. And then we have Angie with the foundation. And that's where I'm going to dive in and talk about me, my stories, my drinking, my quitting drinking, and my recovery. That's going to be under that whole Be the Light foundation. And I'll go live in a different headspace, and we're going to talk about different stuff. And this one might be marked that's 18 or older, because I don't know where it's going to go. You know what I mean? This is where the rubber's going to meet the road on that little segment. But I'm getting there. I'm getting more and more and more ready to share more and more and more, because my confidence continues to grow and I just believe in my message. So there's that one. And then the fun one that might include you guys is the Angie Peter and guests. The Angie Peter Undiagnosed and guests is where we're going to talk about just what's on my mind. And that's right now kind of what I have that one called, is the Angie Peter Undiagnosed topic of the week. It's probably going to be Jamie that's going to be here first, or Gina. You guys we'll start with introductions. It's going to be just who we all are, and then talk about the things that impact our lives, because I believe that we're not alone. We are not alone. And so we're going to try to live our lives out loud to help other people. And that's a collective, between the three of us girls, something we all are trying to do is help other people. So anyway, I still have all these dishes to do, and I love to go over in Canva and be creative and do all this stuff, and it's all good and fun and fine. Then here comes the technology piece, but we're going to get that down too. So that's kind of next week. Tuesday nights is what I have slated as the Angie Peter part of me telling my stories and just kind of starting with Angie 101. That's what I'm going to probably go do live, because I have faith that by Tuesday I'll have that 50th subscriber and I'll be able to get used to the equipment and all that over there. But that's going to be Tuesday nights is kind of what I'm thinking. And then I'm not sure when Jamie, I might even get Talon over here. That might be kind of cool, since Tech is doing real well and Talon's had a lot of things to celebrate with his college basketball career. Maybe that might be a fun little guest to have on one of my first or second episodes of What's on My Mind. And then I've talked to other people in comments and Facebook that want to jump on different topics, people that I respect their opinions, and we're going to get those guys involved as well too. So yeah. So I've got that. The Angie Tell My Story, Angie the Sales Tips, the Angie and Guests, and then Angie in the RV. So those are the four things. And then I sent over my graphics to Wyatt and Joanne this morning to have them check them out. They're rough drafts. They're just kind of to help me. Really, it's to help my brain keep everything, I guess, in order. It helps me keep things more in order, because I have a lot of ideas that float around, but just, keeping them focused and channeled is half my problem. Anyway, okay, so I've still managed to put off doing all these dishes, and not that you guys want to stand around and do dishes with me, but yeah. What else is going on? The shoe raffle is still going on for the Converse shoes for Valentine's Day. I haven't posted an update on that lately. I will. I'll get to it. Repost the link that takes us over there to the Zeffy platform. And then we're going to have the Truman's Pizza and the Fong's things about to come to a wrap too. I'll probably have Melinda come on, because that's going to be a great time when we get those. Those are going to be probably our first significant donations outside of my initial kickoff, the 19 folks that helped me there, and then the monies and things that I've donated. This will be the first significant public, I feel that's safe to say, the first significant public support. So at that time, you guys need to meet Melinda, the lady that is behind all the bank accounts, the money, Minnie and Steven, and not Angie. So time to get it separated from me and my personal finances and over to just the foundation. So I got that going on. Board recruiting is still going on. I need to make some phone calls. And then Talon has a game today, and then Talon has 2 games next weekend in Oklahoma. So we have booked hotels, and we are venturing over to Oklahoma again. We, meaning my mom and Jamie and I. We are not taking Big Mama, though. I'm not up for it. Because every time I turn on this thing and move it and reset it or redo it, something else is humming or buzzing or not working or not leaking or leaking and not pressurizing. It just seems like to me. I'm not in the mood to move it again. And so, I need a break from old mama, and we got hotels. So we're going to venture over to Oklahoma. to watch the boys play the basketball, which is going to be fun. I feel very grateful and fortunate that I get to be able to do that. And yeah, it's a big weekend for work. And starting next week, I'm going to get the red jacket out. The red jacket and the red Converse. That's the R&R, Angie. I'm going to wear that red jacket and do some new boot goofing. Wear my boots and some black leggings and head on out around this area now. And before I do, that's when I'm going to fire up the live and do a little sales tip 101. I'm going to pull together my numbers too. I just kind of want to see. I don't even know if I want how many loads I've moved. It would be nice to give me some credibility as to, like, I know what I'm talking about. And nothing does that better in the sales world than numbers. Right? Right. The numbers work. That's all I know. I'll get some numbers. That would be effective to have as like a little intro. I am on LinkedIn, but I'm not on LinkedIn. No. I'm on Insta, but I'm not on Insta. Not yet. It's a lot. It's a lot for me and my brain. But we're getting her done. We're getting her done. I need to keep writing. I think part of the reason I put myself out here in this box in the middle of the parking lot is to isolate so that I can take what I've got started in my Word documents and keep going with my writing. Whoa. Yeah, we might want to get fresh. I think I'm about out of hot. I'm going to have to heat some up in the microwave. Because ultimately I'd like to give some presentations, out in front of live people. I've got a lot of experience doing that too. I just need to fine tune my message, obviously. Duh. We'll get there. We'll get there. It'll work. Got to get started. We got to get started. That's absolutely. Yeah. Part of my dealio is, and I see it in Jamie too, tasks like this are easier when you're not alone, when you got somebody else that's potentially hanging out with you. I am not the greatest at like reading the fine print on the screen. That's why I haven't been talking to the screen, because I don't have my glasses on. And I don't want to get somebody's name. I don't know. I read it wrong a couple times, and that got me gun shy now to say hi to the people that are on. It says Carla. Carrie. Oh, Carrie and Wendy. Okay, I need to put my glasses on. I have no hot water. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's raining. And I need to go over to Jamie's and get some laundry done. But I haven't done dishes, because what you don't see is all the dishes over here. I rinse them. I do. I rinse them real well. Yeah. I'm turning into a real RVer because somebody new pulled in over here today, and man, I was out the window looking in. I've seen jokes about that. But yeah, I was sizing up the whole rig, seeing what they got, checking out how many slide outs. I'm like, Angie, you need to stop, girl. You need to stop. Yeah. Took Finley on a big long walk around the place this morning, just to burn off a little of his steam. I don't take Finley over to Jamie's because Jarrett has allergies, and although has made a lot of changes and is medicated and is adapting, there's no sense in adding fuel to the fire. He tolerates Finley at Granny's for Christmas and that kind of stuff, but we're not going to add more. And I asked him, because he's around dogs, but yeah, it's a no-go. And I get it. I get it. We thought maybe outside, but it's raining. It's a rainy mess. I need to find like an indoor type situation, or a bigger city dog park might be a better option for the Thin Man. Because the little rectangle they have over here, which is, it's nice, it's great. I'm so grateful that we have it. To let him run a little bit around there. I will say you got to watch out, because the pick up your pet poop policy is not enforced. I saw a couple and thought that maybe it was just a couple, and then I started. I'm like, whoa, okay, if I start this, I'm going to be here all day, which I pick up a few every time I'm over there, but I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe they're elderly, or they don't see it, or I've had it where Finley has got away from me at that big old dog park and I didn't see it. But yeah, they maybe didn't see it. Anyway, look at me, getting lost in thought. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I'm doing nothing but these dishes. I should show you guys my my thumb. I love showing off my art. I always have. I used to sell it door to door. Let me see. You want to see? You want to see my art? I love it. Anyway, I should show you guys my little thumbnail things I made. It's a lot. Yeah, and I need some plastic dishware, which goes against my reduce, reuse, recycle theory, but look at all the water I'm using. I don't know. Maybe if I did them as a, it's just one person. This is almost embarrassing. Oh well, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Yeah, it's going to be all right. I talked to Minnie today. She shot me a picture of her morning breakfast. If you know me, you know I love waffles. And if you know me, you know that when I book hotels, if they have a continental breakfast with a waffle maker, that is absolutely the clincher there. I'm all in on that dealio. And of course, both of our hotels in Oklahoma next weekend have them. Keep going. This is maybe one of my favorite mugs. Keep going. Once you start, keep going. That's a cute picture. I used to just sit around and take a picture of my coffee in the morning and post that. And now I make you guys listen to me. Now I don't make you do nothing. If you don't want to be here, you go right on by. Just like I do to you guys. Sometimes. Anyway. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm getting my notes all soaking wet here. I gotta send in my application for the South Carolina park. I don't know that I had one from them yet. I need to check my Gmail, that means. You know what I don't even know how to do yet? This is bad. I don't know how to check my email on my webpage. Like Angie at bethelightfoundation.org. I'm not quite sure how to get in and check that. I've attempted to figure that one out through, it would be, I don't know. I got to figure that one out. Because I've got in there at one point, I think I did some aliases that will send stuff over to me. But then I don't remember how to get back to it. I got a huge spreadsheet full of all the different usernames and passwords for all the different accounts and the Google setups and Microsofts and the domains and all that jazz. But yeah, we'll figure it all out. I know where all my grants.gov stuff is. That thing I got on bookmark. I've been shopping the grants. It's a little intimidating, the whole process and everything. I'm wasting a lot of water, probably. I'm about out of coffee, so I'm going to have to go to the grocery store today, and come to find out, we got like 2 options or 3 options in the Russellville, near as I can tell. Walmart. There's a cost plus 10, something like that, plus 10. Or 7 miles away, there is a Harps, I think. So I gotta go. My poor phone. Oh, yeah. I was gonna show you guys my art. Hang on. Now that my hands are dry. This is what I sent to Wyatt and Joanne. I need to get my glasses. I'm squinting, and that makes that wrinkle on my forehead even deeper. I don't know why I do this to myself. Really? Really? Oh, on my head, dudes. Okay. Oh, Lord Almighty. Okay, it's all right. It's gonna be all right. Here we go. Okay. And I think the one I've been using for the RV, we got room for improvement here. I gotta put like a funny RV video in the background of it. This is the one I've been using for keeping track of the motor coach. And I'm just going with what I have right now. And this is the photos I have. They're from April of 2023. So they're not quite a year old. So that's the gist there. But as I get better with my editing, I'm going to change that front picture. It won't be me dressed up. It's going to be a snippet out of the video, because I'll know at the end to stop and pause and pose for the exact snippet I'll use for the cover sheet, if you will, of that particular storyline video, whatever I'm doing on that day in the coach. I lost it because I bumped it. It's okay. So there's room for improvement on that one. I really think, especially, we got to get an RV in the background of it. And then, my work one for my business tips. This is about the most professional picture I have, and that's the R&R colors. I'm going to probably snag the R&R logo and stick it in there. And that'll be, I'll put in that header whatever the tip is of the day. And then this one is what's on my mind. And then I need to add, here it is. It's mother-daughter relationships. What's on my mind? And I'm going to scooch my silhouette over, and I'm going to add and guests, because I will have guests on, and we'll put their guest picture if they want it on there. But that's the one I'm going with there, and that's the Angie Peter Undiagnosed. And then last but not least is my stories about the foundation, just getting into me and my drinking and my recovery, will be this. That's the Be the Light Foundation colors, the orange, the blue, and the yellow, and that'll be how we keep everything kind of sorted out as to what I'm trying to get accomplished out here, to communicate effectively what I'm trying to do out here. And then, yeah, while we're in here, I might as well go ahead and don't forget about the shoe raffle. I got that going on. I'll repost the link. That would be helpful. Yeah, I talked to Wyatt and Joanne this morning. I talked to Minnie today. I talked to Gina today. I talked to Jamie today. I'm getting my dishes knocked out. Finley's been on a big long walk. I'm going to be going to the Arkansas Tech University basketball game today. Ooh, and I've been doing a little data collection about the favorite snack at the concessions. I'm going to do a little comparison of the popcorn that's available at these different venues as we bebop around the southern states going to basketball games. My poor hair. Anyway, that's what happens when I look at myself and stop looking at you guys. Okay. that about covers it. That about covers it for now. I'm going to head to Jamie's and do some laundry, and then we will check in later with you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Helps me feel less alone.